Hey you guys, welcome back to Just Horrifying. Or if you're new here, then welcome. Today, I'm going to be talking about the disturbing case of Shawn Grate. So on September 13th, 2016, the Ashland police received a phone call from a woman that we are going to go ahead and call Jane Doe. She tried to describe the man, and she tried to describe the house that she was in. What she told the 911 dispatcher was that the house was next to the 4th Street laundromat. Let me go back a little and talk about Shawn. As a teenager growing up, he seemed actually well liked by girls. He was charming, he was handsome, and he always had a smile on his face. But when he turned 18, problems started. He was arrested for grabbing his then girlfriend by the throat. A few years later, he was arrested for breaking into his 17-year-old girlfriend's home and choking her. Listen to this, though. Just 8 months after this, he broke into her home again, hiding underneath her couch until the time was right to spring into action. This time, though, he had a butcher knife in his hand. Shawn's charm and friendliness were still always welcoming to women, and he went on to have 3 children with 3 different women. His ex-wife, Amber Bowman, however, recalls him saying, quote unquote, "If I can't see my daughter, no one will." Shawn moved on from Amber and began dating Christina Hildreth. They were happy and content. In the beginning, of course. But Shawn couldn't hide his inner demons for long. He became violent, controlling, and way too jealous. One time, Shawn ended up punching his girlfriend in the face multiple times and grabbed her tightly by the throat. Shawn ended up getting arrested for this and was sentenced to 180 days in jail. He met his first 2 victims, Rebecca Lacey and Candace Cunningham. Rebecca was a sex worker, and her body was found in March of 2015. Candace lived with Shawn before her disappearance in 2015. At the time, the police came up with nothing. There's only one person who knew exactly where Candace was, and that was Shawn. Shawn's violence was turned up a notch with his next victim, Jane Doe. She was 38 years old, and she first met Shawn the summer of 2016. They would share lunch together, go on long walks, frequently discussing the Bible, and occasionally playing badminton around her apartment. Her relationship with him was described as completely platonic and actually refusing to exchange phone numbers with him. But once Shawn had gained her trust, they went for a walk one day, and he told her to come to his house. Well, it wasn't really technically his apartment. He called it his apartment, but he was really squatting at the house that was abandoned. But he ended up trapping her in the apartment and tortured her. While Shawn slept, Jane Doe called 911.
911, what is the address to your emergency?
By the 4th Street laundromat.
What is it?
4th Street laundromat.
What's the problem?
I've been abducted.
The woman said that she was sexually assaulted in every way imaginable. It was also noted that Shawn had shaved a heart shape into her pubic hair. So when the police arrived at the property to rescue Jane Doe, they were met with more bodies, and some of them were decomposing in the house. So when Shawn was taken into custody and questioned, he claims he did not plan to kill her, in that they were supposedly getting married. The bodies of Stacy Stanley and Elizabeth Griffith were found in the home. Both women had been strangled to death. However, the police were so persistent, he eventually confessed to his crimes. He even led police to Candace's body in a burned out house in Richland County. He told the police he strangled Rebecca to death after she stole $4 from him at the bar. $4. Shawn also claims to have killed another woman who was found dead in 2007. He told police he thought her name was Dana, and of course, the victim was identified in June 2019 as Dana Lowry, who was a 23-year-old. Dana had 2 young daughters under the age of 5 at the time of her death. Prior to sentencing, Shawn expressed his fear of facing the death penalty, saying, quote unquote, "I really would like to stay alive through this," he told the police officers. So would everyone else. No one wants to fucking die, but why did you go ahead and kill those people and no one's allowed to kill you? Double standards, Shawn. Double standards. On June 1st, 2018, Shawn was sentenced to death. Well, I hope you enjoyed this case. Take care, be safe, and until next time, bye.